Hey, what it do? What the business is?
It is another week in the books with the On Deck TV show. I am Spike Lou.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal_Brown if you're looking for me on socials.
Absolutely, man. And I am Spike Lou on them same social sites. Holla at your boy. AB, how you feeling out there?
Feeling good, feeling great, man. I did two things last week for the first time. When the
Okay.
last time you done something for the first time? It's been a
I need to
minute for
start
me.
doing more shit for the first time. So yeah,
I I
yeah,
agree wholeheartly. Same for
yeah.
myself. I went to my first live golf tournament. The PGA Tour was here. Shout
That
out to
was a
my
big dog
guy,
tournament too.
Bryant. He had a partner that had a booth, so he had an extra ticket. His wife didn't want to go, so
Mm.
he hit me up. I was like, shit, fuck it. I see why she didn't want to go because we walked
Well,
40,000 steps, and we know how the
yes.
ladies hate walking, and I've walked enough for the week. But it was cool, man. I didn't know anybody. I don't follow golf. I'm looking for Tiger. I didn't see him.
That's
I don't know.
funny.
Outside of
This
him,
the
I don't know nobody.
this the champion. This was the championship.
Yeah.
So this was like the top dogs.
Yeah, dude that won the Masters was out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think he won the gold, if I'm not mistaken, or he won a medal
Mm-hmm.
or some shit.
Yep.
Everybody was
Silver
following
medal.
him.
Yeah, Scott Scheffler was out there. I think he won. But
Ah,
yeah, I was
okay,
watching it on TV. Yes, yeah.
yeah, but no, it was cool. It was an experience,
Did you
man.
like it?
Yeah, no, it was all right. You know, it's kind of hard to see when like everybody's standing right there and you're level with people, so that kind of sucked. But there was a whole
Did
lot
it
of
make you
people
want to
out
play
there,
anymore?
man. If you want to get out there and network or some shit, but I ain't feel like doing all that shit.
Did it make you want to play anymore?
Yeah, for sure. I do. That did give me the bug to get out there and play for sure. I ain't played all year, dude. I'm bullshitting with myself.
Weather about to could turn. Might get out. I might go this weekend. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, man. Second thing, real quick before we get to it, I went to prison this week
Mm,
on Wednesday.
please
Wednesday,
give some context to that.
Wednesday and Thursday. Shout out to Second Chance University, man. A client that I work with, that's his thing. He goes to prison, state to state, and he kind of has like a program that he's trying to implement, man, to kind of get people's mind rights to get out of there and stay out of there. And so it was very interesting. We were in
Hmm.
Trousdale, the worst prison in Tennessee. Like they under
Trousdale County.
investigation and everything right now.
Hmm. Trousdale County. How far is it away from Nashville?
Right at an
You know,
hour, maybe a little bit
about an
less.
hour.
Yeah.
Mm. So a normal drive in Atlanta from if you don't live
Yeah,
in Atlanta.
exactly. Home, going home in
So
Atlanta.
how was the conversation? Like was this, did you hear stuff and you was like, this good? Or like, was this a waste of
Nah,
time? What do you think? Like
it,
genuinely.
listen, I'll say this because I had to talk to people one on one. Like they let us in the pods and then close the door. And
Mm,
so we were just in there just rapping with niggas. And I will say the intellect level wasn't very high. I'm keeping it a buck.
mhm,
I noticed that
mhm.
was a trend. And I was like, oh, okay, no wonder when I watch the news and see niggas do stupid shit. Got it. Okay, now it's starting to add up. Not to say they weren't good, because by the end of it, you almost feel like you know niggas. Like they were regular people. You know what I'm saying? Like they were regular people, niggas in there for a variety of different shit. I didn't hear as many I didn't do it as I thought I was gonna hear. Only one person
Yeah.
said they was in there because they didn't snitch. Everybody else was
Mm,
just like, yeah, I kind of, you know what I'm saying? It kind of is what it is or whatever. Nobody really hit me with the I'm innocent shit. I thought that was gonna happen. But a lot of people do want more for themselves, and nobody wanted to be in there. So that was kind of the thing. It was a lot of crazy story, man. I met niggas from out north. I met and a lot of people in there from Memphis. Unfortunately, no, I wasn't shocked by that. And just people wanted more for themselves, man. Some very interesting conversation. My man nigga had 101 years. I met a nigga that gets out next week, and everything in between. Shit was crazy. But
mm.
I will say real quick, I would if the opportunity presents itself for some strange reason, whatever the case may be, to go and visit a prison, I would suggest somebody do it though.
Mm. Not visited getting locked up. You mean
Yeah,
visited
no,
being
not that
able
type of
to.
visit. Yeah, no, that's a staycation.
Don't
I ain't talking about that.
yeah, do not do the other visit. Yeah, don't do the visit where you have to stay. Do the visit where it's voluntary and you can leave.
There you
But
go.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I've been in those places, just not in the same scenario. So I definitely get what you mean when you listen to niggas in there. But shout out to you, man. That's really dope shit. That's really dope shit, man. Getting it in out there. As far as us and what you guys came here for on a weekly
Yo,
hip hop basis from the South, AB and I come to you this week with some interesting topics, including Master P has his hand in the Super Bowl that's coming up in New Orleans. YG's first week sales. Sexy Red gets a new tattoo. Irv Gotti is working on a new biop. Young Miami is laughing out loud at something that maybe she has no reason to be laughing at. Dame Dash auction gets delayed. But first, we're going to go over new music. Before we get to the new music, AB, we would like to, as hip hop heads ourselves, say RIP to Fat Man Scoop. He passed over the weekend, man. Condolences to his fans, and his family. If you'd like to
man,
say anything before we get into it.
53 years old. He just had a birthday a couple of weeks ago, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, which is crazy. But I don't know if you saw the video, but he passed out on stage,
I
which
didn't
was
watch it, but I
crazy.
saw it going around.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know if we have I don't know if we have a like a reason for the death, but it's crazy that his last words were, "If you came to party, make some noise." Like that's
Mm,
nuts. So
damn,
he
man.
came out, he went out doing what he did. Like he was
That's
on
what
big
he
records
famous
on it.
for.
Yeah, like he was on a big Missy record. He on a whole bunch of shit. He just was on something recently, actually, and I'm so mad that I cannot think of what album it was. It was just a couple of weeks ago.
Mm.
But anyway, definitely condolences. Yeah, that's crazy. Young
Yeah,
man,
that is,
53.
man. 53 is young. Thoughts and prayers. We getting to that age. Well, you getting to that age, AB.
Fuck.
But you taking better care of yourself than I am. So I need to take note and get these runs and this eating right in. So I
75 miles
am.
this month, nigga. What we gonna do?
I see you. I see you. I'm coming soon. Coming soon. I'm getting to the pickleball first. I'm gonna hit you up about the
Okay, for sure.
pickleball. We gotta play that. But first, new music drop AB. Your man Big Sean dropped his latest album, which
Yeah.
the name of it is escaping me right
Better me
now.
than you.
Better Me Than You. Thank you so much, sir. What were your first impressions of the album?
It's solid. It's nothing to put him over the top. It's nothing to take him out of the position that he's in.
What
It
position
kind
would
of
that be?
reminds you say what?
I said, what position would that be?
On the outside looking in at the top three or the big three. Him,
Okay.
Wale. You could argue he's in the next three,
Mm,
arguably. Him,
still?
Wale, somebody like that. I don't know the third. But it's the only problem is it's nothing extraordinary. And he, skill level wise, Big Sean can be extraordinary. He can be extraordinary with music. He's got a classic, in my opinion, with Dark Sky Paradise. He's got an album that I absolutely love, When I Decided. And I thought Detroit 2 has several bangers and several moments on it. One being Nipsey Hussle, that song with him, and the one he got with Wayne, that shit was crazy. There's moments on there. This reminds me of I'm gonna talk some sports. This reminds me of the NBA team that's perennially they're good enough to be an 8 or a 7 seed just to get spanked in the first round of the playoffs, but not bad enough to be a lottery team so they can get a high draft pick. They're just
Mm.
teetering barely above water. I guess nowadays that would be a play-in team. They're right there. And that's like in no man's land. They're not bad, but they're not great. That's what this album kind of reminded me of. There are a couple of joints on here that I did bang with though. I thought the song with Gunna was banging. I like the song about his son. That's cool. And I like the Boundaries joint. That's probably one of my favorite songs all the way toward the end. And there's a couple of more sprinkled in, but it just wasn't again, it wasn't anything special. And going off of the break that he took, I wanted special from Big Sean, and I didn't get that. So that's a little disappointing, but it's not a bad project. What say you?
Um, hmm. I like Big Sean. I want to preface this by saying that, but this project came off as very unmotivated, and that is troubling due because of the time that he's been away. Like you would think you would get a project like this if he's dropped 3, 4, 5 albums in a row in a year, 2 years times. Uh, this flow doesn't work now. There's no hunger. There's no aggressiveness. There's nothing that really pulls you in. It's like he's just on the track talking.
Mm,
And you can get away with that sometimes, but it doesn't sound like you are interested in it. So why would I be interested in it as a fan? Like he's saying some really dope stuff. I do.
for sure.
I want to preface and say that like he's saying some really dope things. He's just not making me interested in it, and that's part of the job as a rapper. Like you have to sell it, and he's not selling it. It's just like I know I'm
Mhm.
cold. I know I do these things. I know I'm rapping my real life, and I'm just gonna present this to you in a lackadaisical, non-aggressive,
Yeah.
nonchalant type of way, and that's not going to work. And it goes to the point that what you said in the sense of I understand why there are tears now. Like this album more than any other album helped me understand why there is a big three.
Yeah.
Why Drake is on one tier and Kendrick is on one tier and J. Cole is on one tier, and then you have another tier where you have a Big Sean and you have a Wale and you have a Big Crit and you have these people because it's not captivating enough, bro. Like this reminded me of some Chance the Rapper type shit. Like, bro, I know you're living good and I'm it's perfect that you're in a great space and you're being with your heart in your sleeve telling me about your troubles and relationships and things with family and friends. Like all of that's cool because I do want to hear that, but it just you're not presenting it in the right package. It don't sound interesting. And I don't
Mm,
know a better way to put it than that. Like again, he's rapping, he can rap, yes, but like you said, there's nothing on this album that's amazing.
nah.
And I expect amazing from Big Sean because he has amazing stuff out there. Beautiful, dark, Paradise, whatever the fuck the name of that
Dark Sky
album is.
Paradise.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I
And he
agree.
was in the same bag. Like he can go to amazing, and he just never made it there with this project. So it just never really like hit like it should have. It wasn't fulfilling at all as a fan. But there are some joints on here I like you
Yeah,
said.
for
I like
sure.
the joint with I like the joint with Larry June,
Yeah, I
even though I
did.
think Larry June mailed that in. um,
I
I like
agree.
the joint about Kanye.
I ain't
I
like
like
that.
you ain't like that?
Nah.
Kind of
That was
too
a
bitchy.
soft ass diss song, man. That
Yeah,
was,
it
that
was
was
a really
soft as
soft diss song. That
that.
was a yoga diss song, like,
Right.
bruh. But I mean, he got it off his chest. I like that part about it. I like him getting it off his chest. But yeah, that's a yoga diss song. If you like,
Man.
that's the first one in that category that I like for this song.
Woo. That shit was
But
soft as fuck.
yeah, it's not bad. Like there's some good stuff on here. There's some good projects. I like some of the features, but it wasn't it wasn't hard enough. Pause. Like it wasn't like
PG.
nigga. It wasn't like nigga. I've been away for this long and I'm cold and
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. Like it wasn't even one song like that. And I don't know if he's just not in that bag or whatever. But nah,
It
it was okay.
listen, I understand the chance comparisons because listen, Big Sean is one of the few rappers that is not on like some hard shit. Like in no shape, form, or fashion. Like Big Sean has not shot one person in 6 albums. He not on none. He hasn't even alluded to that to the homies or nothing. Like there's no street shit in his music, and Chance is the same way. So I can understand the comparisons. Of course, his last album got lambasted because it was essentially an ode to how happy he was with his wife, and the music just was it was terrible. Nobody lambasted it because it was an ode to his wife. That's cool. We shitted on it because it was bad music. This is also really PG, very safe, but there's a way to do PG and there's a way to kind of make it, like you said, more interesting. He did it on I Decided. I Decided is a slick concept album about rebirth and all of that, but it was more effectively done, in my opinion. That might be my favorite Sean album, although I don't think it's his best. But I related to that one just kind of where it came out and where I was at in my life. And so it was super dope that was kind of on par. This one has sprinkles of that. I just think it's too much. I'm always going to be when you give me 21 tracks, I'm slicing that down off rip. I don't care who you are, unless you're. But now, fuck it. I'm slicing it off rip. I don't care who you are. So that is a negative to me off wham. Um, so maybe I might take a look at this track list, run it a couple of times, and try to make a classic out of it. I think there's some stuff on here I could salvage, but as it stands, it's cool. It's somewhere below Dark Sky Paradise. It's below I Decided. It's below Detroit 2, but it's above his first album in that Hall of Fame. So it's somewhere. It's in the middle. It's in the middle. And do you want to be in the middle? Nah, I guess there's worse place to be, but it's just okay. It's okay. And he's
Oh,
too cold to be okay to make an okay
yeah,
album.
that's the biggest thing. You're way too good. Just like we felt about Crit, bro. Like you
Yeah,
way like I heard Crit was here. Like I know you're better than this, even though he put out great music, but it
yeah,
just wasn't consistent enough. And then again, that's why there's tears. That's why there's a Drake, and there's a
yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, and then there's these guys. This is
Uh,
not a bad place to be.
yeah, no. I mean, hey, listen, somebody got to be in fourth place, fifth place. You're fifth out of 1,000, so it ain't
Mm.
horrible,
According
but
to
it's still,
Ebro, a million. Yeah.
yeah, true. Next up, man, your man Dame Dash. We were hoping to come on today's show and see where our over or under landed with this Dame Dash auction. Of course, we get a delay, we get a cliffhanger. The judge has ordered that, oh, excuse me, a federal judge granted a motion to extend the deadline to September 21st. This will give more time to sort out who will get paid first. So we're getting more details of this by the day. The auction, of course, was intended to only pay off the $800,000 judgment against him for the guy that sued him. But now New York City has jumped in. There's
Mhm.
200 bands and unpaid child support. And then New York State has jumped in and there's 8.7 in back taxes. So with that being said, I'm gonna break it down a little bit more. The minimum bid is 3 million. So they announced that they raised it from 1.2 to 3 million. New York City will get first dibs at the money because that child support got to get paid first. Then they've got to pay 1.7 in taxes. That comes second to the state.
Jeez.
And then the legal damages of 900 bands will go to dude. After
Jesus.
that, 7 million will go to the New York State for taxes. And if anything is left, it goes to Dame.
Jesus.
Do you, with that context, do you now see it make it so that he needs roughly about 9 million? If he gets to 10, he'll take home something. Do you see him taking home anything?
And by take home something, you mean like $1 million or $2 million?
Yeah, if it hits 10, that's about a meal he'd take home. Well, maybe a little
Mm.
more. So he needs to really hit about 9 just to make a dollar back.
That's a nice payday. Will it go for that much, being all the stuff that you and I went over as far as the hoops that you have to jump through to be able to utilize this investment? I'm not sure. I've heard people on other platforms talk about this and how they think it may go for a lot, but I don't see it. I don't, maybe there's something about the music industry that I don't understand as far as having a third of the rights to this company, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be an easy, I'm going to invest $10 million and I'll make what? Like if I'm investing $10 million, what do I plan? I want at least double that, right? Like,
Yeah.
or else I just put my $10 million somewhere else if I'm smart with money, but that goes
Double might
to
be a
your
stretch. Double might be a stretch. You can get 20% on that. You make 20% on
20%
that,
on 10
you
million.
happy.
That's fair. Yeah. If I get 20, 30% on, like, cause
Yeah.
I go to the stock market on my 10 million, I can get 8 at least. Right.
True.
So if I put 10 in this, if I can get 20%, 15% maybe back, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Do I want to risk 10 million to get 15% from this deal? Now I'm dealing with Jay-Z, excuse me, who's already said that I ain't gonna fuck with you at all because I get all of this shit in a couple of years. I don't know how bigs feel about it. Going to your question, bro, I don't know. I don't see the play for a nigga that got 10 million that's probably at 10 million to be able to spend on. If I want to spend this on Rockefeller, I make sound investments. I don't see
Yeah.
a nigga that makes sound investments buying this. And then if I don't make sound investments and it's just a nigga that got 10 million, what he gonna do with it? Like, nigga, you like I don't see the roadmap, bro. Like I don't see it. I don't think he walks away with anything.
Uh, Dame Dash, friend of the show. It, is there a world where we see Dame back in at least proximity of where he used to be?
Mm-mm.
And
You talked
damn,
about it last week. You talked about it last week. You schooled it to me. I just don't think people fuck with him like that. Because he's had good ideas. Like the
yeah,
streaming stuff, like all of the ideas that he have, they've been good. It's like
Damn.
There's no Jay-Z around, bro.
That's true. Ah, man. I hate to see that, man, because like we said, it looks like he was pumping that $10 million number. Yeah, yo,
Yeah.
if you push it to 10, you get the chain. He's doing that so he can take something home. Because that's the only way he gonna take something home. If it don't get to 10, bro, you still in debt. Damn. I don't I ain't gonna say
Sheesh.
I'm not gonna say like the fall off is like I don't know where this ranks in terms of fall offs in hip hop,
Mm.
but it's up there though,
It's
man.
up there.
It's up
That's
there,
up there.
dude. And I hate that shit. I fuck with Dame.
Well, look at his contemporaries though. Like that,
That's what
that's
make
one
it
thing you can
worse.
speak to. No, what I'm saying, no, even though Puff got money, look, like, would you rather be
Oh,
Puff
that's
or
a good
Dame
point.
right now?
That's a good point.
Would you rather be Russell Simmons or would you rather be Dame Dash right
That's
now?
fair.
You know what I'm saying? So at least he can say that. At least I ain't got no smut on my name, bro.
That's true. That's a good point.
Ugh, Jesus
Still though,
Christ.
man.
How much money would you have to have, AB, to buy this, and what would be your number?
I,
Well, first, what would be your number, and then how much would you have to have?
First of all, if I just had stupid money, like if I hit the Powerball for 600 million tomorrow,
Mm-hmm. You giving them 10?
I might give him 10 just so I can meet Jay-Z. Just so I can meet Biggs and shit. Because they're gonna have to meet with me, dog. And he's signing every shirt, every merch, every
Oh,
concert ticket I
shit,
still
man.
got, every album, every CD, every vinyl. That nigga sign all that shit. My decoded book, nigga, my double XL with him on the front. I'm doing this strictly to meet them niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I'm gonna put it out there just like that. I'm like, I'm being an asshole, bro. Sign my library ticket, bro, or whatever library card joint, bro. I need all that.
Let's say all of our hard work paid off, and we were like the Kelsey brothers, and we got 100 million for this podcast from Amazon tomorrow.
For sure. I
Would
ain't
you
got
go to
10.
this auction?
I
You
ain't
ain't
got
going to
10.
the auction? You ain't
Nah,
doing
I
it.
ain't going to
100 million from Amazon yesterday.
100,
We split that. We splitting that 50-50.
100
Like,
million
you're
is
not going to the
crazy.
auction?
Nah. Nah. I'm going to a couple of places. The auction is not one of them. Sorry, Dame. Sorry. Matter of fact, if I pay 10, you know what? If I pay
Oh
10, I
shit.
need I need Dame. I gotta meet with Dame. I need the chain. I need two chains. First off, he's signing all my shit. And he put me in his next movie. And I gotta meet with Dame and Biggs and all of that. And I'm getting all that shit from them too.
I ain't gonna hold you. Nope. That's my answer, nigga. Nope. I ain't even gonna hold you, nigga. I heard the horror stories, nigga. I watched the broke. I'm not spending 10 millions on a third of Rockefeller. No, I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
no.
I'll have failed restaurants, businesses. I'll do all of that before I spend 10 million on Rockefeller. I ain't even gonna hold you, nigga. I'm good.
Going out
Nope.
swinging, nigga, with
Nah,
everything else.
exactly, nigga. Nah, I'm good. I promise you I'm good.
That's funny as
But hey,
fuck.
man. That's too nostalgic, man. If y'all had it, y'all let us know, but y'all do it in the comments on YouTube and
Yeah.
IG. AB, the fourth TDE project dropped. It was Doche? Is that
Yep.
her name?
Dochi.
Dochi.
Yep.
Alligator Bites Don't Heal. I
Yep.
feel that's the name of the album. TDE told us at the beginning of the year in their list that they were going to give us 13 albums for 2024. Right now they're at 4. AB, are they dropping the ball?
Man, dropping the ball is an understatement. We were gassed up. They had before Kendrick did his thing, which I know he's not technically TDE, but he is. He's associated. Before that happened, the big news out of the West Coast, out of TDE, was their lineup for the year. Some of them niggas I didn't even know, but I was just excited to see there was new SZA, there was new J Rock, there was new Schoolboy. We're like, oh shit, they had the TDE compilation. Oh, wait, hold on now. What's this? Like, I'm here for all of this. And then by proxy, I'm going to listen to these other no-name people on here just because you got the machine rolling. They took a page straight out of the No Limit playbook. Only for us to have, it's going to be hoodie season, dude. And y'all have dropped 4 projects. And honestly, the only one that got any real marketing was the Schoolboy Blue Lips joint. He had a nice rollout. Very dope rollout. Very dope project, too. Everything else, it was like, oh shit, that Sir came out? Damn, I ain't know that. Oh, the Doja came out this weekend? Zakari came out? Oh, I didn't. Who do you? I don't know who's over there running the marketing team at TDE, but they are asleep at the wheel. I don't know if you remember the NFL draft when it was in quarantine and they were remote and they cut to the New England Patriots and it was Bill Belichick dog sitting at the computer screen. That's who's running marketing for TDE right now, dude. A German Shepherd in front of 2 monitors
Oh
and a
shit.
fucking world's greatest dad coffee mug, dude. No, who is promoting this shit? Do they even know their own albums is out? Like I don't understand why you wouldn't be pumping. This is supposed to be a movement. This is supposed to be their year, but they not doing shit, dude. Y'all getting out. Y'all getting lapped by Don Tripp. Don Tripp done kept the momentum going. I'm listening to everything he dropped every month, dude. And I'm supposed to be listening to y'all shit, and y'all not doing nothing. Take notes from Don Tripp. What the fuck is going on? They're not gonna make it to 13, dude. We got 2 months left. This is some slaw. TDE's a mess, dude, and this shit is killing me. Had high hopes for nothing.
Have you enjoyed the 4 drops that came out?
I didn't listen to the Sir, but I heard it was mid. I
Mm.
did like the Sakari and this Dolce some slaw though. I can't do nothing with this. But and the Blue Lips was
What?
fire. That Dolce some slaw, bro.
Oh my God.
Alligator
We
bites,
should have did that
alligator,
as a
whatever.
topic. You said it's some slaw?
Bro, take the
What's some
crocodile
slaw
tears.
about it?
Shit. I can't do
Well, you
nothing with
ain't.
it, bro.
Hey, but you ain't listen to that.
I
You
swear I
you
did. I
you did.
promise.
You did.
I
You lied.
didn't
You capping right now. You
listen.
didn't listen to this album. You didn't listen to this album and you walked away and said it was some slaw. That's
I
cap. That's
listen.
cap.
I gotta
That is
research it
cap.
because I deleted it out of my library, so I gotta
That is
search for it
cap.
again.
There's no way. That's cap. That's cap.
It
I don't
didn't get
believe you.
good.
I don't
It
believe you.
it didn't get good till like number 9, bro.
What didn't you like about it?
I don't. She not. I don't. What is she talking about? First and
She
foremost,
ripping it.
no, she's not.
They
I like when
found the
she started
female
singing.
Kendrick Lamar.
A female.
That's what this is. Like not to deter away from the topic. Let me address the topic first.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
4 TDE topics this year. They promised us 13. That's a fail. What I will say, we talk about business on here. We like to gravitate towards that part of it as well. It's been a rough year for the music business overall.
Yeah.
So I do understand them having, projections and wanting to shoot for the moon, but not reaching that goal. But not reaching that goal isn't with 3 months to go in a year. That's 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3 more albums. That's not reaching the goal.
Nah.
You telling me you got 4 and it's about to be September? Like you said, the dog is running the show at the draft. Like that's a perfect analogy. Something isn't working there as far as we know that they have talent. We know what TDE can do. Is the effect of the music business changing, affecting smaller boutique labels like TDE? Maybe. That may be the thing. But they don't handle it well.
No.
They didn't handle the situation. Like, if you were at 4 and you told me 13, somebody should be out front talking right now. Like, there should be a media campaign. They didn't handle the release of our man's, what's his name? I can't think of it right now. Porches album.
All Reason.
They didn't handle the release of him well. We've been talking about this since Reason and your man's son, Top Dog Son, been going back and forth on whatever they went back and forth on. This something's wrong. And Kendrick Lamar was a big enough artist to be able to hide all of the cracks and the flaws that were going on at TDE, but y'all don't got him no more. So now the cracks are being exposed, and you told me you're going to drop 13 albums for 2024. You got 4 out, bro. Something is going on over there. Y'all niggas need to let the fans know. I don't agree with you as far as the Doshi album. I think it was fire. I think the Blue Lips was good.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to Sir either, and
that's your man's.
That's my man's. Like that other album, Finding, whatever the fuck the name of the album before this, that's one of my favorite albums. But I still haven't listened to that because, like you said, I really didn't even know when it came out. Like, there was no good job on promotioning with that. So with all of that being said, the answer to the question is yes, they're dropping the ball. Something is going on in TDE. They need to bring some expert help in, or they need to sell like QC did, one or the other.
Yeah.
But they are pissing us down the drain, bro. Like, J-Roc shouldn't be a Grammy-nominated artist, and we ain't heard an album from him in I don't know how long. Ab Soul people fuck with. I know he came out recently, but still, it's part of it. Like I should you should have more music from these people, man. So yeah, they dropping the ball.
Listen, I think they're overthinking this. Take the Marvel approach. Put out the big dogs that we already know. Like, top load the year with the Schoolboys, the Scissors, and the J Rocks. Those are the people that we want to know. Then in the middle of that, hit them with the compilation. So then you can introduce the new people alongside those names that we know. That's the Avengers album. That's you rolling out Iron Man. That's Marvel rolling out Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk. Okay, we know these names. Then you do the Avengers movie with all of them in it, and then you could drop the Ant-Mans and the Guardians of the Galaxy, because now we're bought in because you just cooked for these last four. Now I'm bought in. Oh, y'all got some Ant-Man. Who is that? Oh, fuck it. It's Marvel. I'm finna go see it. Who the Lance Skywalker? Who the fuck is that? Ah, fuck it. It's TDE. I'm finna
who is
go
the
listen.
Gambino family? I'm gonna buy this.
I'm good. That same thing. No, the no limit
Who
plan
is
is
Big
the same
Ed
thing.
the assassin? Yeah.
That's it. Like, dude, why are they overthinking this shit, dude? They dropping the ball. They on some DC shit right now. They fucking it up all over the place. Shit coming out. Nobody knows. You're saying it's good. I seen the chat was talking about it was good. So maybe I'm on the outside looking in when it comes to that. That's even worse. Because that means there's a lot of other people that would probably rock with it that don't even know it fucking exists. It's probably not going to hit anywhere on the Billboard 200. And it's like, yo, and rollouts, you don't have to have a Goodyear blimp across America promoting it. You can come up with some grassroots, original, cost-effective marketing. Get with some young marketing student, bro, out of USC or something out there. Where y'all at, dude? Like, get some fresh. Man, I don't know. This is frustrating. It's frustrating the shit out of me. I understand you don't want to put $1 million budget on a rollout. You don't have to make some dope shit, especially if you've got good music to promote with it. And they good music has never been a problem with them. It's been the releases and just they're dropping the ball, and it's super disappointing. And I want to know who's running shit over there because I don't get it.
It is 100%. I agree with that.
Next, first of all, y'all let us know what y'all think of this Doechii. I deleted it out my shit. I had to go research.
You're insane.
Man,
You're insane.
Dunk that motherfucker in the trash.
I can't understand why you wouldn't like that.
This shit was some slow. It took so long to get rolling.
About it is some slow.
I just
good. She can rap. Like, I don't understand what you're saying when you say some slow.
Maybe I need to revisit the first half because I didn't like it until she started singing in the second half. Then I was like,
what were you expecting?
I don't know. I've never listened to a project from her before, so I wasn't really expecting anything.
She can rap though. You agree with that, right?
Yeah, she all right. She all right. Female Kendrick Lamar was fucking bananas though.
That's what it reminded me of. That's what it reminded me of, bro.
Jesus.
Like her topics and stuff like that. Like I fuck with it.
I'm open to doubling back, and I'm gonna double back. And if I'll walk it back if I hear it on the second listen, and maybe my expectations were all over the place, and maybe it'll hit different on the second listen. But on that first listen, I wasn't fucking with it. Not gonna lie.
You were distracted.
Possibly. I was in the whip too, and it was the whip test too. That shit didn't do nothing.
Oh my god, feeling the whip tip is crazy.
That shit gets no.
You was definitely in there. You was definitely in Atlanta traffic. That's what it was. That's what
bad mood like a motherfucker.
Why these niggas ain't getting over? Like, nigga, this ain't even your exit. Like, what the fuck is y'all niggas doing? That's what you was on.
Oh shit! Next up, man, Irv Gotti.
I can see listening to it and cutting it off in Atlantic traffic. I can see that.
Shit ain't nothing. Shout out Irv Gotti, man. He's recovering from a stroke. That is a very big deal. Stroke will take you out, this motherfucker. So salute to Gotti. He's still here. So while he's recovering, he spoke with the Shade Room and said that, he's doing well, all that good shit, man. It kind of is what it is. Getting older, but whatever the case may be, he's still here. He did say that he's working on a DMX biopic. Now, DMX's wife kind of came out and said, we haven't spoken to any Irv Gotti about no movie. But let's just hypothetically say that it is still going. Would you sign up for the Irv Gotti produced DMX biopic?
This is a layup.
Facts.
Go get the book, Earl.
Yeah.
It don't even, like, bro, we don't even need the DMX story. I promise to God, if you go get that book, Earl, and you just make a movie adaptation of that, one of the best books I've ever read in my life. Like, unbelievably good.
Yeah, it's good.
If you go get that and just make the movie based off that and
page for page. Don't change a thing.
Don't change nothing, nigga.
Yep.
And get a good director, somebody that know how to do videography well and make the shit look good. home run, fucking grand slam, fucking hole in one, whatever sports analogy that you want to use it with that. You ain't even really got to get into the DMX bag. Actually, it's going to make the bag bigger because people are going to want to see part two once you do the Earl and you leave it at where it is.
Yep.
Then people are going to want to see the DMX story. But the Earl story from the book, layup. Like people should be studios should be lined up right now to see this. If he got this idea, and I really hope that he don't like dilute it and water it down and try to put too much DMX shit in there, because the most interesting story about an artist like DMX is the backstory before he got famous, and he has it already written down in a book. That book is great. It's called Earl. If you haven't read it, please go check it out. But that's a layup as far as the DMX movie.
That's one of the best rap autobiographies that's out. Super dope, and it's old as hell, and it don't matter. Shit fire as fuck.
Wow.
I agree. Listen, get you a director with a reputable name, somebody not named Irv Gotti, with all due respect, as it relates to the movies. Just have him produce it, you know what I'm saying, and don't be in it. Don't try to put yourself in it. Don't try to slide Ja Rule in there somewhere. We don't need none of that goofy.
What's the name of that TV show? Don't do none of that TV show shit.
Tales. Yeah, we don't need none of that Tales shit.
No,
good concept.
Get a real director.
Good concept that we came up with 10 years ago, but that's okay. You're clearly listening to the show. Shout out to Irv. But it just wasn't executed well. But get you somebody, man, that can get this done right. It's going to be up there with NWA, with the NWA, the Straight Outta Compton joint. It's going to be up there with that. Yeah. And because his life is a movie, period. X's life is a movie even before the Platinum Plaques. So I am 100% on board for that. You ain't got to add no extra sauce on it. You ain't got to do none of that shit, man.
It's all there.
Page for page. It's a cheat code. I understand the wife is saying we ain't heard from nobody. Well, then you need to pick up the phone and hit his line up because he on to something. Because if this is not already in the works, y'all the estate is bullshitting. Quit trying to piece together old half verses. Quit trying to, man, listen, don't do none of that shit. Tell Swiss, hold on. You can work on the soundtrack. Get this shit. Hold on, Irv. Irv on to something right now. That stroke might have got his mind. He might be came back sharper than ever, dude. Get that shit. And then came out with, that nigga woke up with a genius idea.
People online saying he had a stroke because Ashanti and Nelly finally had that baby.
Hey, man. This nigga came out the stroke with a gym.
Yeah. That you got to do that. It's easy. It's really easy. And again, man, if y'all think we're exaggerating, y'all think we bullshitting, go read a book. It's really easy. Like, just find you somebody to adapt that book, word for word, page for page, and you will have a fucking hit movie, like Emmy nominated or whatever the fuck it is that you win for movies, Oscars. I don't know what it is, but you're going to win one with that if you get the right cast, directors and actors together. I promise you. That Earl book is amazing.
Even if that shit is, even if it ain't even for that, the culture gonna eat that shit up. It's gonna be a moment in time.
Instant classic.
I got to have it. I know they're working on a Snoop movie right now, but somebody might need to go ahead and listen.
We've asked this question here before, and that's the answer to it. Now that I'm thinking about it, we've asked the next biopic. Yeah, we've asked that question here before.
True.
After reading that Earl book, like that's the one. That's the one that we need. Like, it ain't even no question. It ain't even. I don't think it's nothing close to it.
I agree.
All right, next,
real
man.
Quick though, the stroke was caused by diabetes. Hey man, y'all, please, y'all, real talk. Please take care of yourself. Cause that shit ain't no hold. My brother, Irv is 54, so he made it 1 year longer than my brother did, and he died of the same shit. So please take care of yourself, man, on some real shit. Cause that shit is not gonna play with you. And it could be much worse, but go ahead, though.
Absolutely, man. Run, walk, lift weights, do all the little stuff to just get active, eat good. You can have your little cheat days, but just make sure that you're being mindful of all of that shit, man. We at that age where that shit needs to be said. Be mindful of what you're doing.
Facts.
You ain't 20. You ain't 20 no more, bro. No. That shit will catch up with you. I'm speaking from like that shit will catch up with you, nigga. Yes. All right, next, man, Young Miami. She clowns Joe Budden for getting a gold plaque for Pump It Up. She says she was, I think, 10 when it came out. Um, AB, my question to you here is, does she have the room to LOL him getting a gold plaque for pumping up 20 years later,
Yeah.
20 plus years later?
So I get they have a little bit of a history. I was more shocked that this song came out in 2003. How is he just not getting a gold plaque for it? That it didn't go gold back then because that was a hit song. I thought like that was a popular joint. I don't know if it was just maybe popular on black radio. Like I don't maybe it wasn't maybe when nobody else checking for that shit. I thought it did pretty well. But they, they have a little bit of a back and forth. But and if she took offense to the stuff that he said before, which I don't really remember off the dome, I would laugh at this too. I'm not gonna lie, because they have plaques.
Stop it,
No,
AB.
they have plaques. We're
Stop
laughing
it,
at the
man.
song getting a plaque 59 years later. They have plaques
What
that
is it?
didn't take that long, dude. So if you clown me or if I feel that you have thrown shots at me, I'm going to laugh at you with 17 laughing, crying, laughing emojis. It ain't even a platinum plaque. It's a gold, dude. Like, what? How it take 22 years? If listen,
Hey,
if you
you
were born the
wild right
day that
now.
song came out, you can drink now, and he just not got a gold plaque for the goddamn song. That's insane. Go ahead.
It's not insane. You wilding right now. You letting your hate for Joe Budden take over. Shout out to Joe. Definitely, we know he's a listener to the show.
We do know that.
A lot of ideas in the Joe Budden Network have stemmed from On Deck TV, man.
What
So
up,
shout out to
Joe?
you, Joe, for listening. We appreciate you. This is ridiculous for her to think that she can laugh at this and where she's at in her life. I am an avid listener of the Joe Budden podcast, and he did a very good job of reading her to filth, as the kids say, about LOL in this tweet. Like, you're literally the worst rapper of all the female rappers out right now, bro. And you got the why is he around charges on your jacket. Like you got the what's the nigga name? I can't even remember it now. You know it.
Obaka?
Yeah, you got the Baca charges on your jacket right now, and you laughing out loud at me getting a gold plaque. It don't matter when I get it. It's fine. I can get it whenever. I can get it 100 years from now. It don't matter. I still got the gold plaque. So I think this was very read the room worthy for Young Miami. It's like, yeah, you can laugh. We've had back and forth. I understand your point, AB. They do have plaques in a much lesser time frame, but read the room, my girl. Like
Yeah.
niggas is tying you to a sexual offender in the worst type of way, like trafficking. Like you got some nasty charges on your jacket. Like this is the tweet that you decide to respond to. The Joe Budden got a gold plaque. Like, nah, bro. Like it's been way more going on that you've been silent about, the way you can't laugh out loud to this. Like, we're not gonna do that. So yeah, I think this is foul as fuck. Even if Joe Budden is an enemy of hers, I don't think that that's one that she wants to continue to beef with, especially in the position that she's in. I did see that her and Ack were going to sit down. They've been going back and forth, and I know they had they beef. Is that something that you watch?
Fuck no.
You ain't
No.
watching the Ack and Young Miami video?
No. I didn't
Why?
watch the one she did. She just did one not too long ago. I ain't watch it. I have
I
no
mean, that was
interest.
with our homeboy though.
I
Like that
mean,
nigga
yeah.
ain't never. He ain't gonna ask her no interesting questions. Ack gonna try to hold her to it.
And then I'll catch a clip whenever it gets
You ain't tuning in though.
yeah, whenever it surfaces online, I'll catch a clip. Now, Joe Budden is right. She is the worst female rapper out of like
Yes,
literally anybody walking.
it ain't even questionable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
like
she's in
there's
last
no debate.
place.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's
Of the
not what we're
popular
laughing
people.
at. We're laughing
Yeah.
at the cold. We're laughing at sales. We're not laughing at
I mean, bro,
skills.
come on. Let's stop it though. We've seen Pump It Up in movies. We've seen it in TV shows. Like we know that Pump It Up like that. The question that you brought up is how is it just now getting a gold plaque? That's the question that should be asked.
I don't get
Like
that.
we know this platinum in the streets.
Yeah,
It is platinum in the streets.
I don't. That didn't make sense. So I need someone to explain that. There's no way that just crossed over. It did. His album did 95,000 first week. It sold about. It topped out around 420. Hmm. Let me see. Yeah, Pump It
Wait,
Up was a commercial
his
success.
album not platinum? I thought that first
It don't look
album
like
was
it.
platinum. Hmm,
Nah.
interesting.
Like it was nominated for a Grammy. It peaked at
Yeah,
number 38 on the Billboard.
just now going gold seems crazy.
That's nasty though.
Yeah, that seems crazy.
All right. Anyway, damn Joe Budden. Next up, man, taking it to the A. Shout out to Trap Music Museum. If you haven't been to the Trap Music Museum in Atlanta, you got to pull up for that. They have their annual Trapper of the Year awards. Very clever. I kind of like that. They named, drum roll please, speaking of female rappers, Lotto was their Trapper of the Year for 2024. Simple question. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree with the decision. I understand that there could have been a lot of people that won this award, yes. But if we're talking about people that I have access to, if I'm T.I. and I'm the Trap Music Museum, someone who's going to respect it, someone who's going to pull up, someone who's going to participate in the promo for this, yeah, I'm picking Lotto. Like she right from here. She no tip. Like I seen it on her stories. Of course, I follow her. Like, she's fully involved in this. So if I'm the Trap Music Museum, I'm not going to give it to someone who may have deserved it more that's not going to be involved in this. The best part about this is I'm the Trap of the Year and I'm Lotto and I'm pulling up. I think T.I. gave her like a Super Bowl type ring. The ring was cool. She did a whole little post about it on her shit. So yeah, like, and people gonna come to the Trap Music Museum behind this, which is still open, which is a
Yeah.
fascinating idea. We've talked about it ad nauseum on this platform as far as nigga, I don't even understand how this was more than a week deal. And here it
Facts.
is, 5, 6, 7 years in the running, and people are still pulling up to it, taking pictures to it. Still, like I could go to IG right now and see people taking pictures from that. There's a restaurant that stemmed from it. Like this is a great idea. This is a great person to name from it because it's someone who has motion out here in the field and she's going to talk about it, which is going to lead to more people coming to the Trap Music Museum. So perfect play for them.
Yeah, man. If you want to think of past winners, 2023 was Future. 2022 was Future. That's kind of some back to back. This is kind of some slaw.
Especially if you
2020,
ain't said nothing about it.
yeah, that ain't nothing.
Can't
2021
do me
was
like that.
Moneybagg Yo. He was on fire right through that gap, though. I ain't gonna hold you. He wasn't.
Yeah, but he was, but I don't know.
Just saying.
I think Lotto probably the best one. Both like even like
Eh,
picking. If I had to pick. Yeah, she the best one because she gonna promote it.
Lil
She
Baby was
from Atlanta.
2020.
I wanted. Did he say? I wanted. Did he get a ring first of all? And then, like, I want to know how long the ring shit been going on. But did you see the ring?
I didn't, but I saw the statue. She had like a wax figure. There's a new
I ain't
installation.
see that.
Yeah, there's an installation of with her in it now when at the museum, which is what they owe it. They keep updating and adding new installation, adding new features of it, which makes it keeps it refreshing. And so that's why it's still open, which is a fucking genius concept.
Would you go back?
Yeah, I would go with if somebody had never been, I'd go back just to see how it look now. It's been 2 years, 3 years since I went.
Yeah, it's about
So
two,
I
three
would,
years
but
for
I'm
me
not
too.
standing in line just on GP by myself. No,
Oh, you got to stand in line though. You
it had
saying
to be
you
somebody
would go
with me.
with a G pass?
Man, listen. I would go. I need a reason, a real
How
reason.
arrogant are you now? You got to go with a G pass. You can't even stand in line no more.
Yeah, I can't stand in line. I don't do that. What is that? What they doing that at?
I could wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
10 minutes is fair. 10 minutes
Yeah, I
is
can wait
fair.
15 minutes.
But you're not gonna hold the line so you can make it look like it's dunk. And man, nigga,
Nah,
no,
nah, we ain't doing none of that.
no,
Nah,
we ain't doing
we
none
ain't
of
doing
that.
none of the club stuff.
Yeah,
If
no,
I can go stand in line for 10 minutes and get in, cool. I'll
right.
do that. But yeah, I'm with you. If I gotta stand outside like it's a club, no, no. We're not
No.
doing any of that. Cause to be honest, it's a good tour. Like it's good. If you haven't, like, listen, people that are listening, if you haven't been, go.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But if you're going for the second or third time, there's not
No,
enough new stuff in there to do that. Like, nah.
no.
But they do got the restaurant. I heard the restaurant was
Oh,
popping.
I ain't been in there yet though.
I heard the restaurant was popping.
I
I
gotta
heard the
go in.
wings were
Now
good.
that I'll go for
It's like a cafe though. It ain't like upper echelon restaurant.
a
It's like wings
cafe.
and yeah, it's like wings and fries and shit, burgers, bar
Oh,
food.
okay. Yeah, all right. I'll take that. I'll fuck with it.
Yeah.
Next up, what we got?
Next up, we have the Clips. The Clips were doing interviews about their latest album, and they said, AB, that they're waiting on a very specific feature for the new album. Question is, do you think that that very specific feature, being that Kendrick mentioned them, well, he didn't mention Clips, he mentioned Pusha T and his diss to Drake, and we know how big that was.
Yeah,
Do you think that they're waiting on a Kendrick Lamar feature?
I don't. I think this was a very clever way of teasing it to make it seem like they were waiting on a Kendrick Lamar feature. Because if they were waiting on a Kendrick Lamar feature, it would have been done by now. We haven't seen him since the pop up. That nigga has plenty of time on his hands, dude. It ain't nothing for him to knock out that feature. We literally have not seen him for 7 to 8 weeks. Like, bro, you telling me y'all ain't what you lost is email? You can't get in contact with him. That's the only way
That's
y'all waiting on a feature because he's had more than enough time to do the goddamn 16 bars, dude. And if he hasn't done it by now, then he don't want to do it. He don't want to be on y'all album. And just say that. So y'all are waiting for nothing. If it's him, I don't believe it's him. It's probably some shit that we're not even thinking of. Fucking probably Charlie Wilson or some damn body that they waiting on, which I am super here for. But no, it's not Kendrick, even though that sounds spicy and cute. No, it's not him. And they're probably just making up a fucking excuse, dude. Pusha T is notorious for these whack ass
yeah.
release dates. He was supposed to drop a Gangsta Grills last year. He said it was coming out last year. We didn't get anything
We still ain't
last.
got it.
We are in a new year, almost done with this one, and we still don't have it. So they're notorious for this shit. I'm here for it. I am ready to listen to it whenever it does come out. But just wake me when the release day hit, man. All this bull. We're waiting on this sample to clear. We're waiting on this top secret feature. All right, man. Just drop the goddamn album, dude.
Yes,
Not
I
Kendrick.
agree with your sentiments. Drop these fucking album. I don't think it's Kendrick. I think it's Jay-Z. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, I think it's Jay-Z. I think that Pusha T has the Jay-Z solo, like with him by himself and him doing the Drug Dealers Anonymous, but him and his brother with the Jay-Z feature, I think that's a pillar in their career. So I think that
Yeah.
that's what they're waiting on. Um,
I don't know.
to
He
your
just had the J feature though on the
Not Dolo though. That's what I'm saying. Not by like me and my brother on here, and I get the Jay Z. Like
Jay ain't double backing twice, man. Like you get
that's why
that
they
weekend.
waiting. That's why they waiting. The point that exactly, nigga. Yeah, exactly. That's why they're waiting. Jay is deliberating whether he gonna do it or not, and they trying to decide: do we need the Jay-Z feature to do the Clips album, or are we just going to drop it? I agree with you in the sense of Pusha T just take too long to do albums, moving release dates. Just drop the fucking shit. We want to hear the Clips album. We want to hear the Gangsta Grills album. Kendrick is
Man,
not doing any features for you niggas. Like
no.
we've had, it's understood. He ain't even promote YG album. They were giving him shit about that. He ain't doing features for niggas that's from Carolina. Like if I ain't doing shit for niggas from the West Coast in this point in time, and what I did to Drake and how that whole shit went down, like nah, I'm not. I'm definitely not doing niggas from Virginia album. So it's not a Kendrick Lamar feature. I think it's a Jay-Z feature. My question to you, AB, though, before we move on, what do you think the most difficult feature to obtain in hip hop is today?
Oh,
Is
it's
it
Jay.
Jay-Z? Is
It's
Jay
Jay. Yeah, it's Jay. It's
over
Jay.
Andre? Over
I was just
Andre?
about to say, but at least Andre will pop out once every 18 months. Jay's average is once every
Shit,
two
Jay got
years.
better. Jay got a better average than Andre right now. When the last time Andre popped out?
Killer Mike.
Ah, that's true.
He gonna give you one. I mean, now
That is
it
true.
used to be more frequent. Now it slowed down as of recent. But Jay gave you what the Pusha T, and what was before that? The Khaled guy did.
God did.
Oh, that maybe like a Jeezy.
The God did might have been the last one. And then Push T was before that.
Oh, okay. Now possibly, yeah. But either way, it's rare air. That makes
Right.
new.
That
Oh, you know
Drug
what?
Dealers Anonymous was a long time ago, though. That was way before that God did.
Maybe so. But he also did that Book of Clarence soundtrack. Jay was on that. Um
But that wasn't a feature, though. That wasn't a
that's
nigga
true.
calling him for a verse. That was like we doing a soundtrack and we want a Jay-Z song.
And that was his man because he produced he was
Yeah.
one of the producers on the movie. Um, so yeah, it's Jay. Jay's the hardest person to get, followed by Kendrick, followed by Andre, and then Kendrick is third. Kendrick not doing no features. Like you
Mm.
said, and we're about to talk about it in a second. He not doing shit for niggas in his backyard that popped out with him. Niggas was just on Crip walking on stage next to him. And they can't, nigga, they try to hit him, nigga. The number you have dialed, they can't even get him on the horn now.
What about your man's? What about your man's Aubrey?
Nah,
Would he be
listen,
for?
that's the people's champ. He got features for you, man. The stimulus package is real. Okay.
Ah,
The
Jesus,
Drake
man.
stimulus package is a real thing. He is not stingy with the 16s. These other
Mm.
niggas, they not popping out. They not doing shit.
Speaks to the reason why he Drake though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
trash. Now, real quick, I'm gonna get back to the sexy red in a second. But YG, his album, the sales are in
Oh, you gonna
8,000.
skip Sexy Red to go to
Yeah, we are.
watch?
Because I'm sorry. YG's new album, dude,
That's hilarious.
it came out, Jesus, 8,000 records sold. This is on the back of DJ Mustard dropping and his album not doing very well. Um, it came out, it did 18, which is still double YG. My question, I know sales are down across the board, but is the game as a whole, do you think it's real trouble now, or do you believe the people who will sell will come out and sell? Is this just a YG thing?
No, I think it's real trouble. I think that this is a sign of the time. Shout out to Prince as far as his whole push with sign of the times. But Travis Scott not too long ago came out with a media company and he said he did 280 something first week. This is non-traditional. This is like a tech company. And I guess they found ways to get him into the algorithm to where it would show that he did 280 something first week for an old project. And if I'm someone like YG or Mustard, like you just put in the mix, and I'm selling 8K per week, there's a change that needs to happen. Like the traditional way of doing shit just doesn't work anymore if I'm trying to reach the masses. And if I'm IG, if I'm Mustard, I got to pay attention to that and I got to take the Travis Scott route. I got to go to a tech company versus a music label. And going to a tech company versus going to a music label is very interesting in this space because we're used to music labels pushing music. Now, with Travis Scott doing what he did first week on an old release, and we seeing what these guys do first week with new releases, and they're not able to get the traction, they're going to have to make a pivot. And I'm very interested to see what that pivot is. Like what's going to happen if I'm YG. I ain't no pooper. Like I may not have put out a major record in a while, but I was just like you said on the stage with the pop out with a nigga like Kendrick, and this is the most popular song in the country, and selling 8,000. That's unacceptable. I can't do that. So there's trouble in the waters, and things are about to change as far as music industry.
This is what happens, man. You have projects with Mustard and YG both had songs with Drake. This is what happened. It's the Drake
Oh my
curse, nigga.
God.
You heard of the bass god, Lil B curse, nigga. This the Drake Aubrey Six God curse, nigga.
Doing Drake is it's disgusting.
It's the bass god curse and it's the Six God curse. And this is what happens when you sell your soul to Crip walk on stage for a nigga that don't fuck with you. He ain't even tweet out your raggedy ass album, dude. And that motherfucker went double wood. He ain't give you no Instagram story. He didn't give you a story. Not even a post. He didn't give you a story, bro. That
You're
expires in
disgusting.
24 hours.
You're disgusting.
He didn't give Mustard a story, and that's his man's. He gave you your biggest raggedy ass hit of your weak ass career, Kendrick, and you couldn't even give a retweet. You couldn't give YG a retweet. Y'all was
You
just
don't feel
buddy
good
buddy
about
on
things.
stage, dude. You had the fake Pac, the knockoff Pac Halloween outfit on stage at your little weak ass pop up show, and now you can't give a nigga a retweet. Nigga did 8,000 first week. YG, man. That's what happens, man.
You're disgusting.
Go against the Six God. The project that you're referring to.
You're a disgusting person. You don't believe any of what you just said.
Just
you
saying.
didn't even you didn't even answer the question. You just used this as a thing to people. Oh, niggas that hate on Drake, I'm gonna shit on y'all continuously. You didn't even answer it. Like you just wanted to shit on niggas that hated on Drake.
This is what happens, dog. When you bite the hand that feeds you. Kendrick don't
You're a
feed y'all
disgusting
niggas,
person.
man.
You're a disgusting person, man.
But no, the project that you're referring to, the Travis Scott 10th anniversary of his mixtape, Days Before Rodeo, arguably a classic mixtape. People have been waiting on that to hit streaming sites for 10 years, obviously.
Waiting on it for 200 and something thousand
Yeah,
people
it
to
did
do it first week.
217.
That's
217.
crazy.
That is crazy. And I ain't gonna lie though. I was listening to it because it's been a long time. You probably don't remember this. This is the mixtape that he performed when we went to Revolt and we seen him at Revolt. That's what's on there.
Yes.
And that was 2014. So yeah, 10 years. Anyway, me listening to it, I hadn't heard it in so long. It gave me a lot of nostalgia. So I did stream that a decent amount. I ran back several songs over the weekend or over the week when it came out because it had been a minute. So maybe there's a little bit of that. And of course, Travis Scott is Travis Scott anyway. But 217 does sound insane. I'm sure there's some merch bundle metrics thrown in there for good measure. But still, 8,000 for YG is bananas. And I know the game has changed. We came on here, we talk about what Glorilla did, and we talk about what Lotto only did this, and Ice Spice only did that. Man, listen, YG numbers made Ice Spice look like Thriller. Like these numbers are pathetic, dude. But again, YG's not hot though. To be fair, he's not hot. He's not relevant. Just read up 3 or whatever the fuck it's called.
Popping out with Kendrick was supposed to make him relevant though.
Yeah, it didn't. He thought wrong. He should have stayed his ass at the house. Like niggas probably told him to. Kendrick is using AK you for the look, bro.
Even if independent, AK first week is nasty.
Out the trunk, AK is nasty. 8,000 is nasty.
Yeah. Out the trunk, AK is like, I paid my rent. I paid my mortgage. Like, I just do this shit part-time. Nigga, I got a job. Jesus Christ. Like AK.
I wonder if he's still on Def Jam. Let me see. Because if that's a Def Jam AK.
Not with AK first week. If he was, he's not now. Like if he was on Def Jam, AK that first week.
That's the last time you won't see a Def Jam.
He definitely had a meeting. He definitely had a meeting where it was like, nah, bro, we ain't even gonna be able to do it.
Okay, nah, he not on that no more. He on
AK
BMG.
Independent. Is that better? AK Independent?
That's better than AK on Def Jam. Let me see. Hold on. His last album on Def Jam came out in 2022, and it did. I gotta see how much this did. Cause nigga, I don't even heard it. I got issues. What the fuck is that? Hold on. I gotta look this up. I got issues first week. I gotta see what
that was the name of the album.
Yeah, it did 13,000.
Jesus Christ.
That's the last album on Def Jam, dude.
So we see why he's independent now.
Exactly. Damn. Real quick though, before we get to these wins and losses, your girl Sexy Red gets her a new Gucci Man inspired ice cream cone tattoo on her face. We don't know if this is real. Some fans are speculating that it isn't. Some are saying that it is.
They saying the tattoo is fake?
Yeah, they're saying that it might be fake.
If this is fake, it's some slaw.
Nigga, if it's real, it's
commit.
Some
Nah, go on and commit though. You Sexy Red, bro. Like, what are we doing? She said she was the female Gucci Man. Go on and get the ice cream tattoo on your face. I mean, it ain't like she's not going to get a job at any point in time.
That's true.
Like that, that's not going
soon,
to happen.
She finna start doing YG numbers any moment now.
She can do OnlyFans. There's a lot of things that can happen before she get to where the struggling aspect of this hits in. So yeah, man, if you calling yourself the female Gucci Man, get the tattoo for real. If it's for real, make it be for real. I'm a fan of this.
No, bro. No. Now I'm starting to want her to go away. I was okay with it at first. Now this is just getting out of hand. First of all, she walking around with Chief Keef's dreadlock in her bag. Like, bro, this shit is getting more and more ridiculous, dude. Then she got the gonorrhea flavored lipstick. Bro, it's time to go away, man. All right, you had a run. I hope you saved your bread. You canceling tours
It's
left and
over.
right. It's over. It's only a matter of time before them YG numbers start clocking in on your projects. That's the new name for anybody that flop right now, them YG
The
numbers.
YG numbers.
Hey,
8,000
single
first week
digits
is
is
crazy.
nuts.
8,000? Like, bro, you ought to be able to sell that in Atlanta, Georgia.
No, in Cali, at
you
minimum.
from California, bro. Like selling 8,000 first week is unacceptable.
You know
I
how many
can do
people
that
live
in
in
Texas,
California,
nigga.
dude?
Like, man, come on.
Damn, that's crazy. What we got for these wins and these losses, man?
Wins and the losses. First up, Ice Spice AB. She posted a workout video. She wanted y'all to know it ain't Ozempic, it's me. Is that a win or a loss?
A big loss, man. Listen, dude. People kill me. We've seen this play before. People go get the surgery and then they go post the workout videos, dude. Like, come on,
You
man.
can tell they ain't never worked out before.
So I'm saying they look weird doing it. They ain't got no trainer. It's just them. They in a LA Fitness. Like, bro, come on. Dude. Now listen, man.
I ain't gonna hate on this. What I might do, I might go get the Ozempic and just pull out up on y'all
Fuck
with the
it.
6-pack and be like,
But it
fuck
ain't
it,
going no,
I
but
lost
don't act
30
like you
pounds.
got it in the gym though. That's all I'm saying. Just keep it a buck, dude. It was Ozempic. Just say that.
I might do that. I might do that. I don't knock her hustle for that. You could clearly tell from those videos that
Dude, that's what I'm
she's never done
saying.
that before, bro.
That's
Like
the
she ain't
difference
no.
between Megan. You look at Megan. First of all, Megan's been doing workout videos,
Mhm.
been doing them like in a real facility with a real trainer, with a real like nigga. These little videos was like what? Did you ain't have
Weak
any
sauce.
weight on the little leg things,
And
dude?
why am I mad? Like, I don't care if I took Ozempic and I lost weight. Like, why am I trying to prove it to y'all? Like, it's crazy, crazy work. Next one, win or a loss, AB. NLE Chopper. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Atlanta's Pride Festival was this weekend and he was performing. He's getting backlash for his support of the LGBTQ. Want to make sure I get the plus community. Want to make sure I get that right. He's been getting backlash about that. Is it a win or a loss his performance there?
Man, if the check cleared, it's a win. You're gonna get backlash if you say I'm not performing, and you're gonna get backlash if you perform. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You might as well be damned with an extra 75,000 in your bank account. Like, dude, no, there's no win in any type of situation. Young Jock said he would never do it. Boosie said he would never do it, and they both got clowned, or they're not clowned, but they both caught backlash. He does it and gets backlash. Like, bro, it's the internet. Nobody cares. The backlash is fake on both sides. No one cares, dude. Like, just get your bread. If you don't care, I damn sure don't give a shit. Knock yourself out, get the check, and go get you a chain or something, dude.
Yeah, go perform. Do your thing. At least I put like, do your thing at the Pride Parade. I don't care. I'm not gonna judge you for it. If the check clears, then it's cool.
That's where YG finna be at,
Next.
dude. I bet you Chopper. I bet you NLE Chopper do more than 8,000. Bet. YG gonna be there
They're not
next year.
even. They're not even booking YG. They not even like, bro, you did what first week? Like, no, we good. We got a local talent that's going to be doing this for us, bro. Last one, AB, before we get to on deck of the weekend, the put-ons. Master P, he is the entertainment ambassador for the Super Bowl that's coming up in New Orleans. High expectations, win or a loss for this?
I need to know all what this entails. Does this mean he will? I'm assuming this has nothing to do with the actual Super Bowl halftime show. I think it's safe to assume that.
No.
And this is more of what's going to happen in the city for that week or 2 weeks. That makes sense to me. Jermaine Dupri was over this when they came to Atlanta, so he had parties over here, parties over there, and they had a whole bunch of shit going on. Now, people wanted them to be more involved with the game itself. I think they had Maroon 5 that year in Atlanta, and that didn't make any sense whatsoever. So hopefully there's a nice combination of locally it's popping with what, local, acts from regional, from the city or whatnot, but then also they do the halftime show right. So I'm hoping this is not a trade-off for, okay, y'all got this for the locals, but the halftime show is going to be somebody completely unrelated to the shit. That would be some slaw. So this is a half W. pending what the halftime show is looking like, which we should get an announcement from pretty soon, maybe the next month or two.
You think he'll get some No Limit art? Well, excuse me, not No Limit, but New Orleans artists to perform?
Definitely. There'll
Mm.
be different venues and stuff popping throughout the city throughout the week. I think you're going to see some cash money. Well, he'd be petty if he didn't do some cash money shit.
Can't
But
not do that.
that'd be petty though. I think he'll have some cash money shit. He'll have some. He's got to have some Baton Rouge people. I think he's going to do it up the right way, and I'm interested to see. I'm not going to be there unless my Packers make it. If my Packers make it, then I'm in the city. I'll tell y'all how it go. But if not,
You
somebody
won't be there.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
you
a
won't be there.
there's a major possibility I'll be there.
No, it's not.
Honestly.
There's no possibility in the world that you'll be there. there's no there's no scenario that that's going to happen. Yes, it's a good idea. I think that this would I think that Jay-Z is over the overall thing. So tapping into JD, tapping into Master P when you're in these different cities to get the best of black music. Yes, I love it. I would stand out, bro, if it's a Cash Money, No Limit halftime show. I know that's highly unlikely. I know that. I'm
Yeah,
just speaking from a fanboy perspective, but if there was a way that they can incorporate Cash Money and No Limit into this halftime show, I would be happy.
yeah.
This would be one of the things checked off my list as a hip hop head that grew up when I grew up and was big fans of those labels, that was able to happen. So yes, I would be happy, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know if people.
Maybe they're able to do something like that. Maybe not on the Super Bowl stage, but maybe there's some type of event
Yeah,
around it. Maybe
true.
there's a versus planned around it or something like that nature. Maybe he get with Swizz and do the live versus the week
Yes.
down there. That'd be
That would be
fire.
fire. That would be fire. That
That'll
would be
be
fire.
tough. You make a moment out of that shit. Shout out to
Yes.
P and them. No Limit was in Nashville over the weekend. I sent you that clip of Fiend performing at All My Soldiers in the Street. I would have cried had I been there in person.
I'm gonna listen to that
Um,
movie get done and everything.
Woo! It looked like a nice event though, man. Anybody from Nashville that went, let me know. But yeah, they need to. They've got plenty of time to plan some shit, man. P, make that shit happen. Don't fuck it up. Don't have pop up shops with manyatis and fucking Uncle P's
Please,
rice
no.
and beans and shit. We don't want that.
Do it justice. Do
Please,
it justice, nigga. Yes, please do it justice.
no
And before we
cereal.
get into the on deck of the weekend to put on, I wanted to say I was chilling at a spot after I got my haircut. I seen T.I. son doing his whole little like urban indie banjo type shit. He a beast.
Yeah, for
I,
sure.
I, I think it's really respectable to have a dad that's been that successful in music and you ain't trying to like lead off his coattails.
Agree.
Because I was talking to people that were in there listening to him and they had no idea who he was. Like
That's
they ain't
dope.
know, yeah, they ain't know that. Like I was telling them about T.I. and they was like, oh, oh yeah, yeah, I'm not familiar. And they wasn't familiar that was his son and how successful
Mm,
the T.I. was, but he was still in there like that nigga was ripping it with no microphone. Go check my IG stories, you'll be able to see it. But
that's
yeah,
dope.
that was really dope.
Super dope, man. Hey, on deck of the week, we are going to YouTube. Shout out to at Willie Earl's son. Talking crazy on No Name is crazy. She definitely has the background to have that discussion, and she never outright said Cole. He just responded to her statement, and also her last album, Sundial, was dope. I'll check out No Name. I've never listened to a No Name project, so I will check that out. That was, of course, on the back of our Dr. Umar versus hip hop discussion where we were like, you're alienating the people that you're really trying to reach by the way you're downing it. And I referenced the Snow on the Bluff song that J. Cole had. That was allegedly about No Name. So that's where that came from for
Yes.
context. Appreciate you, Willie Earl's son, for the comment. What you got to put me on?
Put on this week is I can't believe you shitted on this album earlier in the week, but it's the Dolce album. Y'all check that out, man. If you don't know, if you're not familiar, like this album is fire.
Big skip.
I listen to nah. It's there. It's what you need to listen to. It's if you're looking for a rapping female, this is what you want.
Go listen to No Name.
So, nah. Go check out Doche and her TD releases is dope. And also the Spike Lee hat, man. I got it. Y'all see
Hard.
it if you're on YouTube. Excuse me, on YouTube. They will be available soon, and I will tell you how to get those and the whole story behind those. No, you're not. not just wearing a spike hat on your head, but there's a whole meaning and everything behind it, which will come with it. But yeah, go check that out.
Super dope, super dope. What do I have? Oh, I saw a movie. What I see? I seen the Tyrese movie, 1992. With Ray Liotta. That's Ray Liotta's last movie. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. It was cool. It was just cool. That's it.
Tyrese said that was gonna save his musical career.
He can cancel that. He better off. You know how he was dressed on some Marvin Gaye shit the other day at the national anthem? He's better off doing the Marvin Gaye biopic. And I think he was auditioning for that while he was looking like that. If I had to bet money,
That's
he was
funny as
auditioning.
hell.
He could do that though, because Tyrese can act. He's cool as an actor.
He can.
Yeah.
He a good actor. Yeah.
He got some good movies. Four Brothers. Baby Boy's a classic. Waist Deep. He got some shit.
Waist Deep is going a little bit too far.
Waist Deep was good.
It was it?
Yeah, that was strange. Even though Game looks silly on that though.
Any movie with Game in it is
Game.
like what are we doing?
Game tried to blow
Game in it? Like what?
He tried to blow it. He was acting way too hard in that motherfucker. You too tough for me, big dog. But that's my put on, man. Well, that's kind of a put on. Another put on though, on the music tip. If you want to listen to some gangster shit, man, listen to that Fat Trail, Boost's Keeper. He's got some bangers on there. I like Fat Trail personally.
That's new.
Fat Trail.
That's new.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Boost's Keeper.
Boost's Keeper.
Yeah, he shouts him. I don't know the story, but that's his man's. He's shouted him out on several songs before. But it's pretty dope though. I like it. I'm not gonna front. Some good shit when you running, some high energy shit for when you busting down these miles. I got 75 miles this month, man. I got to keep the pace up. I got to listen to some hard shit.
I see you.
I'm trying.
Pickleball coming up soon, man. Y'all listen for the updates. We and AB definitely about to get into that.
Absolutely,
but we appreciate y'all joining us. Hey, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Good looking, y'all. Hey, youtube.com/OnDeckTV. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about that Dolce. Let us know what you think about that Big Sean. Let us know what you think about prison. Don't go. Take my word for it if you didn't already know that shit.
Go talk.
Go talk for sure, but don't stay. Get the fuck out of there and tell everybody that you meet to get the fuck out of there. Anything else before we get out of here?
Nah, that's it, man. Appreciate y'all joining us. It's the On Deck TV podcast. We out.
Yes, sir.